This is my 8-year-old useless and broken phone, and it's completely loaded with bloatware. It doesn't receive any Android updates, and it's stuck on Android 11. But check this out, it's now running Android 17. I've installed the latest version of Android, Android 17, right onto it, and not just version 17, but with the Evolution X ROM as well, which is the most reliable ROM in the entire custom ROM world. This is an extremely lightweight ROM that boosts performance and comes packed with a wide range of customizable features. Running banking apps on custom ROMs can often be a problem, but this one comes with a built-in play integrity fix, so you can use any banking app easily without any interruptions. You'll also get the Android 17 Glass UI that looks exactly like the one on Pixel phones. With this, you can arrange your status bar tiles however you like. It doesn't just offer the basics, it brings every Android 17 feature found on Google's latest Pixel phones, including all the newest changes and customization options. Because it's such a lightweight ROM that strips away all the bloatware, it dramatically boosts performance on my 8-year-old phone, and now I can use it like a regular phone for everything, from daily tasks to gaming. And the best part, I'm going to show you how to install this custom ROM without ever touching a PC. So, go ahead and like the video, and let's get started on the installation without touching the PC. For the installation, as always, we first need to head into the About Phone section in your phone settings. Right now, my phone is running MIUI based on Android 11, and that's exactly what we're about to replace. Tap the MIUI version 7 times in the About section to unlock developer options on your phone. After that, head back to Settings. Now open Additional Settings. You'll find an option called Developer Options near the bottom of Additional Settings, so go ahead and open it. Once you're inside Developer Options, the first thing you need to check is whether your phone's bootloader is already unlocked. If it's not, I've made a separate video covering that process for all phones, and I'll drop the link in the description so you can check it out. After confirming that, scroll down and turn on USB debugging, which is essential for flashing the ROM. Once USB debugging is enabled, head back to your phone's main screen and boot the device into Fastboot mode by restarting it. As soon as the screen goes completely black, press and hold the volume down button. Once you're in Fastboot mode, the Fastboot logo should appear. There's a small glitch on my phone where the logo doesn't show up, but rest assured, the device has successfully entered Fastboot mode. Next, grab your second phone, the one you'll use for the flashing process, and download the Bugjaeger app from the Play Store. Open the app and accept the terms and conditions whenever it prompts you. Now, connect your phone using a Type-C to Type-C cable. If you don't have one, an OTG adapter works just as well. Once the connection is set up, it'll ask for a few permissions. Just go ahead and allow them. After granting those permissions, the connection is successfully established. Now, from the options in the app, select the Lightning option. Next, tap the blue button below. It'll ask for confirmation, so go ahead and allow it. Your phone is now ready for flashing. Let's just confirm the connection is working correctly by typing Fastboot devices. And there you go, no errors. The connection has been successfully established. Now it's time to begin the actual flashing process. I'll leave the links to all the required flashing files in the description so you can download them. To start flashing, type Fastboot flash boot boot. Then tap the memory icon at the top to access your phone's internal storage. Open the folder where you saved the files and select the DTBO file. Now run the command, and there it is. The DTBO file has been flashed successfully. Next, type Fastboot flash boot, and just like before, select the boot image file from your storage. After selecting it, run the command, and the boot image will be flashed. Next, type Fastboot flash recovery, and again, select the recovery image file from your storage. After selecting it, run the command, and the recovery image will be flashed. With recovery flashed, we just need to boot into it. Type Fastboot boot and select the recovery image file again to boot your phone into recovery mode, or you can boot into recovery manually by holding the volume up and power buttons together. And there we go, recovery has been flashed and our phone has successfully booted into Evolution X Recovery. The app will ask for permission again. Just go ahead and allow it. Now grab your Evolution X Recovery phone and let's get it ready for flashing. First, wipe your phone for a clean flash, just like I'm doing here. Once that's done, select the Apply Update option. Next, select Apply Update from ADB. And that's it, the ADB flashing setup is ready. So grab your Bugjaeger phone because we're about to flash the actual ROM onto our device. Now, go back to that same spot in the app where we tapped the lightning icon earlier. Scroll all the way down and you'll find the sideload option. Go ahead and select it. It'll now ask you to select your downloaded ROM zip file. Go ahead and choose it. The app will start loading the file, so just give it a moment. Once that's done, the flashing process will begin. As you can see on screen, it's currently underway, so this will take a little time. Please be patient. The flashing is complete. Now we need to do one more factory reset just like before to successfully boot up the phone. Follow along exactly as I'm doing here. Once that's done, head back to the recovery menu and tap Reboot or Restart. Your phone will now start booting into the Evolution X ROM, and since this is the first boot, it'll take a little time, so wait a bit more. Once your phone turns on, you'll need to set it up just like a brand new device, though I went ahead and skipped that step here, and just look at that. My phone is now successfully running Evolution X. It used to be stuck on MIUI with Android 11, but now it's clean, fast running Android 17 through Evolution X, and this old phone has officially been given a brand new life. So that wraps up today's video, and I really hope you learned how to flash a custom ROM using nothing but your phone. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button, and remember all the required files are linked in the description. So go find the right custom ROM for your old phone and give it a new life too. And I'll see you in the next one.